Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the final calculator video. And I've gone over the code, I've tested it, and the good news is everything is perfect. So you don't have to worry about going back and revising the code any, because the code that we wrote is 100% well, it works. So anyways, so compile your code now, or if you're in an IDE like me, just run it. So, and here we go. My very first Java cal. Alright, that's cool. So, alright, I'm just going to show you how it works. So my first number is going to be 5, and I'm going to press plus, and it's going to say 10, minus, it's going to say 0, times, it's going to say 25, and divided, it's going to say 1. So as you can see, there's no equals button, but each of these buttons acts as an equals button. So you could type in 35 and 5, and it's going to say 40, 30, I don't know, and 7. So now we'll check our data validation, make sure that's all good. Alright, so say I type in, I'm really dumb, so I'm going to type in a minus 7, because I'm trying to cheat on my algebra homework, and illegal data first field. Oh darn, guess I can't cheat on my algebra homework with this calculator. Alright, so now I'll try 8 R illegal data second field. So like, oh, I gotta type in numbers, I bet. Okay, 8 minus 9 is negative 1.0, and 89 divided by 9, or 8 divided by 9 is 0.88888888. Alright, now we're going to test our last data validation piece, which was the divide by 0. So, and you cannot divide by 0, at least I don't think you can, I don't know, but that's what I hear anyways. So you go 20 divided by 0, I press divide, or first I'll watch, plus is 20, minus is 20, times 0, and divided by, oh, what? Cannot divide by 0. So that last piece of data validation is correct. So I'm just going to go back and review the code one more time in case you didn't get anything. And if you still don't get anything, leave a comment and I will definitely try to help you understand it more. So the first thing we did, we imported our things, made our class, it extends JFrame. We added 4 buttons, 2 text fields, and 3 labels. In our constructor, we set the layout to a grid bag layout, and then we set our constraints to C, and they're equal to new grid bag constraints. And then we basically went down and we formatted our calculator. So first thing we put in was the prompt for the enter one, and then our num1 text field, and then our enter2 prompt text field, and then the 4 buttons across the bottom. That's from here to here. Those are our 4 buttons right there. And then we went we put a result in, and that spanned all 4 of the columns. So the grid width is equal to 4. And then we made an event. We're telling Java that we're going to make an event class, and then we added action listeners to all of our buttons. So we went ahead and made the event class. It implemented action listener, and it had an action, only one method, and it was called action performed. At first we made these double numbers. We tried to get the information, and if it returned invalid, it said illegal data for either field. And if that worked, well, then we went down and this had this string called op. So if the op equals plus, remember it's a string, so it only looks for inside the quotes. So it goes up here. It's like, where do I see plus? Where do I see plus? Oh, here I see plus right here. That means you must have hit the add button. And yep, we hit the add button, so it's going to add the numbers. And same thing for all these. Hit the minus button, hit the multiplication button. And this one's the only one that's a little different. If op equals divide, okay, hit divide, but oop, number 2 was equal to 0, if it was. So now we're going to set that text to you cannot divide by 0, that's red. But else, that means, well, number 2 is not 0, so carry on as normal, and we displayed the answer. And then we went down, and this is review here, obviously, but it's our main method. And we made a GUI object. We set the default close operation, set it visible, set the size, and set the title. And if you want, you can change the title. I don't really care. I think I'll call it this calculator rocks. Alright, that's cool. So, all of that and 135 lines of code. Not bad. But obviously it's not an advanced calculator, but it doesn't have the traditional, buttons like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. But maybe I'll do one of those later on. And if you wanted, you could add, like, say you wanted to add a square root function to your calculator. Well, you do like this. You would go square root, and then you go down to here, and you put it in right after the divide. And you'd probably set the grid X back to 0 and just make it span all of them. So make it span like 4, so the grid width would be 4. It's like, I'll just do it right here. So square root is equal to new J button, and then inside here just put square root. If they don't know what that means, well, they can go back to high school and try to figure what SQRT means. And C fill, yeah, you got your grid bag constraints, and they're horizontal. And you need a semicolon, and then your grid X is going to be about, what would it be? It's probably going to be 0, obviously. And then your grid Y is going to be 3, and the grid width is going to be 4. And you're going to add it, just like that. And then, alright, we got that, cool. Go down here, and then after the else if op equals, so right here, you just put else if op equals square root, and then what do you want to do? Well, we want to double square root is equal to math dot square root, and then probably just number 1. So whatever they type in the first number text field is going to be our thing. So result set text. I'm running out of time. So square root. Okay, I forgot you need a blank string and then a comma to just. Alright, well, anyways, you could figure this out, but then you just do this up here, you set it, and then that's just an example of how you could add more functions to your calculators. Like, you could add a power, factorial, all of those nice things, but I'm running low on time, so I'm not gonna go over that. So, hope you enjoyed this calculator series. I think the next one I'm going to talk about is drawing graphics on the screen, like lines, squares, rectangles, all that good stuff. And yeah, or maybe, I don't know, but it'll be something like that. So have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Thank you.